Good morning, all. Welcome to a fresh edition of Commodities Weekly Roundup with me, your host and guide Ravindra Rao from Kotak Securities. The week gone by witnessed sharp moves in silver after a Reddit rebellion post of urging participants to buy silver uh, took silver out of the range. This has come on the backdrop of heavily shorted stocks like GameStop, AMC Entertainment, and Nokia, which were the talk of the town. The US dollar is still trading in a range as it seems to have taken a pause from the continuous drop. The Federal Reserve interest rate decision didn't bring any surprises, and it seems that substantial monetary easing will be with us for quite some time. Last week, the DXY index closed higher at 90.53. Commodities retained their a strong correlation with risk assets and retreated last week. To start with the precious metals, it was relatively range bound move for majority of the week, except silver, which jumped almost around 6% higher to close to dollar 27. Gold was broadly flat. Gains in the US dollar, lack of any fresh cues from central banks, and continuing ETF outflows kept pressure on gold prices. However, rising virus cases, slow vaccine rollout, mixed economic data from major economies, and hopes of US stimulus kept a check on the downside. On the domestic front, MCX gold price came under pressure at the start of this week after Indian government reduced the custom duty. The Indian government decided to cut the base customs duty on gold and silver from 12.5% to 7.5% and imposed a 2.5% agricultural infrastructure and development cess. The net implication comes around 10.75% after considering the cess and applicable social welfare surcharge. From the fundamental front, we expect a choppy trade in gold to continue unless there is more clarity about the trend in US dollar. However, the general bias remains on the upside owing to persisting virus risks and loose monetary policy stance of major central banks. While gold has been largely range bound, silver broke out of the range on back of post urging participants to buy silver. Whether the breakout is real or it's an opportunity to sell needs to be seen in the week. COMEX silver has rallied about 19% since Wednesday's close last week and tested 2013 high on Monday this week. While the momentum in silver looks positive, the sharp rise in last few days were not supported by any fundamental change. Hence, we need to watch for the sustainability of the current rally. On the technical front, gold seems range bound until $1880 and 1820 holds. On the domestic front, MCX gold still holds a support of 48 600 48 400 zone. On the MCX also it is expected to be broadly range bound until prices on the COMEX breaks out. In case of silver, though, the resistance of 28 has been taken out and the prices are sustaining above that. Although the breakout in silver seems real, we need to wait for few more sessions to take a cue on the sustenance of the price at higher levels. Immediate resistance is near 29.90 $30. Close above that might extend the upside till $32 and then $34. On the MCX, the earlier resistance, which was around 71,700 72,000, has now become the support, which would act as the demand zone. Strong support now at 67,500. Until that holds, the upside might extend till 76,000 for the week. Coming to energies, crude oil has been broadly sideways for the second consecutive week last week, as it seems to be consolidating its recent gains. With mixed factors in place, we may see a a range bound trade to continue unless there are fresh triggers. Crude oil has been rallying since November without any signs of correction. So now it seems like it has taken a pause and a correction can't be ruled out. However, with the hopes of tightening in the global market, lower levels could be seen as a buying opportunity. Technically, MCX crude is trading in a broad range. 3970, 3980 is the breakout zone. Above that, we might see the gains extending higher. If not, then 3700 on the lower side and 3950 on the higher side would be the broad range. An interesting move has come in natural gas, which witnessed a 6% gap up opening yesterday. That is the start of the week, and after this has happened after a 4.4% gain last week. Natural gas has risen sharply on back of cold storm in the US, which has increased heating demand. Although the upward momentum, uh, although the upward momentum has started, it looks like it may fade as weather forecasts are calling for mixed weather in February. While US gas exports have stalled, have stalled. Uh, but technically, the price has witnessed a inverse head and shoulder break, indicating the higher price might continue. As per the inverse HNS break, the upside might extend till 223 with immediate support at 198 and strong reversal support near 189. So until 189 holds, uh, on the technical front, it is possible that any corrective dip towards 200 or 199 zones might be a good buying zone with a stop loss of 189. And on the upside, there is a possibility it might move to 223. But if it goes below 189, then we might see again prices retreating lower. Lastly, in case of industrial metals, the metals retreated as we have been mentioning in our past few views, wherein we were stating that the market that the metals pack is due for a corrective move. This has happened as a sharp drop was seen in zinc, which was the worst performer last week, with a drop of around 5%, followed by nickel that fell by around 3%. Copper also ended the week with a 1.8% decline. Even other metals in the pack witnessed a fall. This was amid weaker risk sentiment, gains in the US dollar, and concerns about Chinese demand ahead of the Lunar New Year holidays. Slowdown in manufacturing activity across major economies, including China, also weighed on the market, on market sentiment. We may see prices remaining under pressure until risk sentiment improves significantly. On the technical front, copper may trade in the range of 580 on the lower side, and on the higher side, 603 to 605 would act as a good resistance. Until 605 holds, the downside view continues for a target of around 580. In case of zinc, zinc has come close to the 200 support, 200 on the MCX, and on the upside resistance is near 207 to 209. So any rallies towards 207 might witness selling pressure for a downside target of around 200. Other base metals also are expected to trade with the sideways to lower bias for the week. Well, to conclude, the week might again be dominated by moves in precious metals, especially silver. It will be interesting to see whether silver moves as per the technical break or corrects amid lack of fundamental triggers. And as I mentioned, natural gas would be the moves in natural gas would be interesting to watch for, as we are expecting the prices might move lower in the week owing to the inverse head and shoulder pattern on the technical charts. Data wise, we have the RBA and BOE interest rate decisions, PMI releases, and we'll close the week with the usual monthly US NFP data, which might create some kind of a volatility at the end of the week. Well, that's all from my side. Good luck and trade with strict stop losses.